Well, I've come to Poland again for the second time to promote Knorr and to give insight into how I use the Knorr products. And as I said to somebody yesterday, you have to remove the blinkers when you cook, and you have to be a realist. And Knorr is a necessity, in my opinion, for the domestic kitchen. It also has its place in the professional kitchen. Take the blinkers off. And once you remove the blinkers, the world of gastronomy, the world of food becomes so much more colourful. It becomes much larger. I've used Knorr in my kitchen when I was a 3-star Michelin chef. But I use it as a seasoning, not as a stock. Kitchen's about flavour. It's about creating memories for people. It's about creating moments. And so therefore, people don't care how the restaurant create the flavours as long as they create the flavours. And so therefore, it's too easy to criticise. Remove the blinkers and let's look at the big picture, not the small picture. It's affordable glamour. Make it glamorous, make it affordable, make it romantic. Because if we're really honest with ourselves, what's the only thing within the restaurant industry that never dates? There's only one thing that never dates. Cuisine dates, environments date. There's only one thing that never dates, and that's romance. It's timeless. And if we're really honest, traditional cuisine has more flavour than sophisticated cuisine. Winning 3 stars in Michelin is the most exciting journey of any chef's life. Trust me, it's a very beautiful, it's a very romantic, very stressful journey. It's highly emotional. But when you win 3 stars, it all becomes very boring. Why? Because it's almost now repetitive. It's like conveyor belt cuisine. We just churn out the same dishes. It's boring because you have so much to risk, you don't want to lose it. And so therefore, when people ask me why did I retire full time from the stove, I ask myself, what were my options? I had 3 options. Option 1 was actually, I continue what I'm doing, working 6 days a week, leaving home at 7 in the morning, getting home at 1 at night. Because once I went to my restaurant, I stayed there all day. Retain my position, my status within my industry. That's option 1. Let's park it. Option 2. I pretend to cook. I live a lie. I continue to charge high prices, but I'm not in my kitchen. I question my integrity and everything that I ever worked for. That was my second option. And my third option was to hand back my stars, hang up my apron, let go of my status, and accept tomorrow I'm unemployed. One day, a little thought came into my head. Marco, you're being judged by people who have less knowledge than you. So if I'm going to be truly honest, when I'm given 3 stars by people who have less knowledge than me, what's it worth? 0. I didn't want to. I wanted to evolve in other areas of my life. Like one of my favourite pastimes today is sharing my knowledge with the young, going to catering colleges, telling them my story, sharing my philosophy, giving them insight into the world that I came from. Because remember, when I was a boy, there was no such thing as a celebrity chef. I came from a world where it was blue collar, not white collar. The boys who went into the kitchen were from the same world as me, from the most humble side of society. It was no different to being a plumber, a bricklayer, an engineer, a mechanic. That's what it was. It was a trade for the working classes. And then one day, the world changed. But you know something? It's still a craft, it's still a trade. And I, when I was a young boy, went to work to learn my craft, to learn my job. I didn't do it for fame, I didn't do it for fortune. Like today, I go to work, why? To create security for my family. It's as simple as that.